Hello everyone, welcome to Signals and Systems Laboratory. My name is Sharan and my roll number is 19EC01030. So the main aim of my experiment is plotting continuous and discrete plots of elementary signals like ramp, sinusoidal, unit step, etc. The first one is unit step signal. So what I have did is I have declared a variability and I have assigned some values to it, and I have used function like unit step of t greater than or equal to 0 equal to 1, which means that when t is less than 0 it is equal to 0 and when t is greater than 0 it is equal to 1. So let's run the output and see the graphs. So here comes the graph. The first one is unit step and the continuous plot of unit step, and the second one is discrete plot of unit step functions. So moving to the second one, which is a rectangular pulse signal. What I have did is I have used some variable t is equal to some values, and I have used commands like sign of t less than or equal to some minus 0.5 equal to 0, t greater than minus 0.5 equal to 1, t greater than or equal to 0.5 equal to 0. So these are the commands used for rectangular pulse signal, and I will run the code and I will show you the graphs. So here comes the graph. The first one is continuous plot of rectangular pulse, and the second one is discrete plot of rectangular pulse. And moving to the third one, which is signum function. So what I have did is I have declared some variability and I have assigned some values to it, and I have used commands like y is equal to sin of t. So I'll run the code and I'll show you the output. Here comes a signum continuous plot of signum function. Here comes a discrete plot of signum function. What is signum function means? When t is less than 0, the value assigned should be equal to -1. And when t is greater than 0, the value assigned to it should be equal to 1. And moving to the next elementary signal, it is ramp elementary signal. So what I have did is I have assigned some values to time. I have assigned some limits to time, and I am incrementing it by 1, and I have used commands like u equal to t greater than or equal to 0 and ramp equal to t dot star u. So I'll run the code and I'll explain you. Here comes the output. First one is a continuous plot of ramp signal, and second one is discrete plot of ramp signal. So when t is less than 0, it is equal to 0, and when t is greater than 0, it is equal to y is equal to t with a slope 1. And moving to the next one, it is sinusoidal. So we know that sinusoidal graphs can be plotted by simply writing x1 equal to sin of t. The same thing I have done, and I'll run the output and I'll show you the here we have got a sine graph, continuous plot of sine graph and discrete plot of sine graph. And moving to the next one, it is the decaying exponential signal. So what I do for decaying exponential signal, it should start decreasing from a higher point. So what I have done is I have used a equal to -2, and I have written y is equal to e power at. I'll run the output and I'll show you. Here comes the decaying exponential continuous plot and decaying exponential discrete plot. So coming to the rising exponential graph, what I have did is I have used a positive value, and I have written the command y is equal to e power bt. I'll run the code and I'll show you the outputs. Here comes the continuous plot, and here comes the discrete plot of rising exponential. And moving to the next one, they are asking us to get a complex sinusoidal signal. What is complex sinusoidal signal means? Cos theta plus I sin theta. It can also be expressed like e power I theta. So what I have done is I have used a command line like y is equal to a into e power bit by assigning values to everything, and I have plotted the graphs by using plot 3 and stem 3. So I'll show you the output here. Here comes the output. Here comes continuous plot of complex sinusoidal. Here comes the discrete plot of complex sinusoidal graphs. And coming to the next one, it is a just simple exponential signal. So what I did is I used a command named y is equal to a into e power tb, and I have assigned values to a, tb, and I am plotting the graphs here. You can see the graphs here, which is this is a continuous plot and this is a discrete plot of a simple exponential function. And moving to the next one, what is impulse. So what is impulse is at t equal to 0, it should be assigned with some finite value. Here I am assigning it equal to 1, and t greater than 0 and t less than 0, it should be equal to 0. So I've used a statement here, y is equal to t equal to t equal to 0. So I'll run the code and I'll show you the graphs here. Here comes the continuous plot of impulse, and here comes a discrete plot of impulse signals. And moving to the next one, here they're asking us to plot some periodic plots of sawtooth waveform and pulse waveform and square waveform and triangular waveform and sinusoidal waveform. For sawtooth waveform, I have used inbuilt functions like x equal to sawtooth of 2 star pi star f star t, and I have assigned values to f and t here. So I'll run the code and I'll show you the output. Here comes the sawtooth graph. And moving to the next one, here comes the periodic pulse form. What I have used is assigned some values to t, d, and I have used command like y is equal to at the rate of rect pulse. So how I'm plotting the periodic pulse waveform by using the command y is equal to x equal to pulsetron t comma d comma y comma pw. So I'll run the code and I'll show you the output. Here comes the pulsetron graph. And moving to the next one, they're asking us to plot periodic square waveform. So what I did is I've used a inbuilt function named square. Here I have used x equal to square of pi star f star t, and I have plotted the graph. So here comes a square waveform, periodic square waveform. And coming to the next one, they're asking us to plot a triangular waveform with a fundamental period of t. I have assigned t fundamental time period t equal to 4, and we use it frequency equal to 1 by t, and I have used the inbuilt function sawtooth x equal to sawtooth of pi star f star t comma 0.5, and I have plotted the graph. Here comes the graph. So here comes the triangular waveform. And moving to the next one, it is a sinusoidal waveform. So I have used a command here, x equal to sine of 2 star pi star 1000 star t. Here 1000 represents its frequency. As time period they give fundamental time period they give 1 millisecond, and I have plotted the graph. So here comes the graph, which is a sinusoidal graph of sinusoidal waveform of frequency 1 millisecond. And moving to the next one, they gave us 3 different waves, and they are asking us to add those, and they gave amplitudes and frequency of those 3 different waves. Here I'm assigning some values to t, and that is I'm assigning some limits to t, and I'm assigning the amplitudes and frequency that they have mentioned in the question. So how I'm adding is I'm just using y is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, and I'm plotting the graph. So by using plot, and I'm running the output, and I'm showing you the graphs. Here comes the graphs, and the red one represents x1, green one represents x2, yellow one represents x3, and blue one represents y, which is the addition of these three x1 and x2 and x3. And moving to the next one, they're asking us to multiply these three x1, x2, x3. So what I'm doing is I'm assigning some values to t, and I'm assigning a1, a2, f1, f2 as mentioned in the question. So how I'm multiplying is I'm using the command y is equal to x1 dot star x2, and I'm plotting those graphs. So here comes the graphs. So red one represents x1, and green one represents x2, and blue one represents y, which is the multiplication of x1 and x2, which is x1 into x2. So coming to the second one, which is GUI, graphical user interface. For it, I have used app designer. In app designer we have 2 different modes, design view and code view. So in design view we have 2 different columns, one is component library and one is component browser. In component library we have different options like axis, button, checkbox, date picker, dropdown, etc. We can suppose axis, we can drag this axis and we can place it such that we can design the app. And in component browser we can edit this we edit the app. Suppose we want to change the x label of graph, we can change here x label dot string to something else, so that it can be changed. So coming to my app, I have placed an axis here, and I have placed a switch button here in order to shift between continuous and discrete, and I have placed a drop down menu here in order to switch between graphs, and I have placed a lamp here in order to identify which graph is being plotted. It glows green when it is when continuous plot is being plotted, and it glows red when a discrete plot is being plotted. And I have used plot button in order to plot the graph. And coming to the code view, in the function callbacks, I have written the code here. I have used if else conditions in order to run the code here. So here's my code. I'm just comparing the drop down dot value and type of signal switch I have selected. So let's run the app. So first I'll be selecting some suppose unit step signal, and discrete plot, lamp is glowing red, and I'll plot it. Here comes the graph, and going to some ramp function, continuous plot, lamp is glowing blue, and I'll plot the graph. And same ramp I'll plot discrete, lamp is glowing red, and I'll plot the discrete plot of ramp. And impulse, discrete plot, here's the discrete plot of impulse. Square, continuous square waveform, continuous plot. Here's the square waveform, and sinusoid, complex sinusoidal waveform, and sinusoidal waveform, continuous. I'm plotting here. Here comes a real valued exponential, continuous. I'm plotting here. So like this, I have designed the app, and this concludes the session.